I figured it was time to just go ahead and start the stream. Give me a second. I'm still setting a couple of things up. Gotta get things situated. Alrighty then. Alright, welcome back to the Wandering Wind, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. It is good to see you all. Good to be here on a wonderfully awesome, oh, wait. I don't have that. That would help. Social stream, activate. There we go. Alrighty then. So now we have the social stream. Let's see, select live sources. There we go. That one's already activated. And that one is activated. Excellent. And that one is activated as well. Good, good. Excellent. So now we have everything activated and set to begin. Welcome back to the Wandering Wind, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is good to see you all, and it's good to be back live on stream once again. I have a brand new monitor set up. It's a vertical double stand, so if you see me looking up, it's not because I'm praying, although I probably will be doing that too, but it's because I'm making sure that the things that need to be set up are looking the way they need to. Let's see. Let's see, Y, confirm. Yes, two objects that are the same. Good, good. And then that will allow that to be set up perfectly. Ah, there we go. My viewer counts are now live, and so is the chat. So that's good. Welcome back, everyone. It is good to see you all. It is good to be back here on the stream once again. I am just making sure that everything is working as it should, and it seems to be working just fine. Got myself a drink here for hydration, and everything looks halfway decent. Frame rate looks kind of off. 48.2, 51, 54. I think part of that might be the fact that I've got the preferences for my canvas. Yep, I've got a 1440p canvas. That can't be good. I'll have to fix that for next time, but here we are. It's good to be back. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Wandering Wind again. Welcome to the wonderful world of me and my really crazy mind. I thank you guys for being here and for just being part of the stream. If you guys ever want to just chat about whatever's going on in your lives, I am more than happy to be there for you and just be a listening ear and a wonderfully supportive friend that you guys can chat with and talk to. So, one of them, you know what, this will get moved down. Here, that'll work. Good. That way I can monitor it, but not necessarily be looking all the way up. A vertical monitor setup only works so far when it comes to only having 2 monitors. What I need to do is eventually get a 3rd monitor, like a larger one, because I've got 2 24-inch monitors. I really need to get like a 32-inch 4K monitor. That way I can have like a main gaming screen and then the 2 vertical screens for like monitoring and stream setup and everything else. And that way it all works out well. That'll probably be a end of the year goal. Another thing I wanted to do is I want to continue working on getting my VTuber model for my alternate channel, which you guys will not be directly getting told is mine. I hope viewers, if you do go and watch the VTuber stuff, I hope that you respect the tradition of just allowing past lives, as they call them, to be past lives. You know, we don't reference the Wandering Wind in the new channel. We don't reference the new channel at the Wandering Wind. They kind of stay separately, operate separately, but you know, in the back of your minds, they're both me. So that's that. I don't know why that's the case. I mean, I know part of it is because, you know, if you go agency, that's what they make you do, but I don't know why you would do that otherwise. Hey, Kyle, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. It's good to be here on the channel, huh? Oh, my goodness. It is good. It is good. I am glad you're here. I am glad you're here. Yeah, it's good to see you here on the channel. 2 people on TikTok, 2 people on YouTube, 1 person on Twitch. I'm assuming the 1 is just my account watching. Either that or Stream Elements. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's good to see you all. But what if I can't find out where you're streaming? The thing is, I will be sharing stuff that the other channel is doing. It's just I won't explicitly say that it's me. What I'll probably do, and what I've already begun doing, is I've got X accounts for both the Wandering Wind and also for the new VTuber channel. So if you see me sharing stuff from a specific VTuber more often than the others, then you know that that's probably the alternate account. We just don't say it. We know, but we don't say. You know, see something but don't say something kind of thing. Hey, Smoopy, good to see you tonight. Good to see you. Man, I tell you what, it is good to be here. So one of the reasons why I wanted to start the VTuber channel, because I'm going to be talking about that, because honestly, I'm just so excited for what this is going to do. I might actually share the details of the whole thing anyway. Why is there not an overlay type deal with it? Okay, well, that'll be something let's see. Copy. Paste. Put on the bottom. There we go. Now it looks a little bit more fancy on that vertical video for TikTok. For you guys that are watching there. The reason why I'm so excited with doing this VTuber channel is because it's going to allow me to open up a few more avenues in that particular demographic that I don't have right now. It's not that I'm not gaining an audience here with the Wandering Wind, but unfortunately, the reality is if I just stay where I'm at in this sphere of influence, there is a lot of groups of individuals, especially the, 18 to 25 range, that don't necessarily watch regular content creators anymore. They watch people like Shy Lily. One that I found that's actually a Christian VTuber is Celestium. She's actually pretty dang good. You have Savvy, you have other VTubers, and it doesn't have to. And I found that for me, for my personal model, it's actually going very well just doing it myself, honestly. I find free resources online that are royalty free. I drop them into the VTuber builder program that I've got. It's called Sorry, it's called 𝑉roid Studio, and you can actually make your own VTuber model for pretty much free if you can figure out how the program works and what you want to do with it, which is what I've been doing. I've been spending about the past 2 weeks just figuring out the software so that I can use it, so that then I can create a halfway decent model that I can use for the streams and stuff, and the videos and the content. And, one thing that would make it a bit easier would be having an iPhone with face tracking that can help with the face, making it look more realistic. And I've got a friend that's actually going to give me his old iPhone, because he got a new one recently, which is very nice of him. So that's going to help with that. So really, realistically, if you don't have the money, you can still get into VTubing. It's just not going to have all the bells and whistles of someone like Gura's model, where it's got all this custom rigging and all this. Unless you can figure out how to do it yourself, you're not going to have a whole lot of custom stuff with the model that you have, but it's still going to be perfectly passable and perfectly good for a beginner VTuber, a beginner streamer, whatever, and it's going to be awesome. So that's what I was hoping to do with this, was just make that a part of the goal for the beginning. Now, eventually, I will probably, if I can start gaining an income with that, I will see about actually commissioning a custom model. But for right now, I'm happy with what I've got. I've got a free program to be able to use to be able to capture my model when I'm recording or when I'm live. I've got free software to do the building of the model and even incrementally update it when I want, when I find something that I like a little bit better, or when I figure out how to do something cool that I can add in. Because, there are lots of things you can do with a VTuber model if you know how to code it in, or how to rig it up, like being able to change outfits, or change hairstyles, or even change expressions and stuff. And I'll eventually probably see also about getting like a stream deck to where I can assign hotkeys on that. That's going to be a fun thing, especially if I can also get a stream, an Elgato wave link, so that I can add effects to my microphone again. Because I had an XLR interface, but it died on me. So all I got now is just the microphone itself and what software stuff I can do with Meld Studio and with SteelSeries Sonar, which is actually quite a decent program for what it is. So one of the major things that I figured I'd talk about today is, hold on, let me hit the record button. This will be a good video. Let's see. First of all, do I have my preferences where when I hit record? Okay, yeah. There was recently an update with Meld Studio that allows you to do 2 different canvases at once. So you can do like a regular 16:9 canvas for like YouTube and Twitch and all the other platforms that use that normal style. And then you can use a separate canvas that is a 9:16 vertical canvas to be able to stream or record for stuff like TikTok or Instagram. And so I've been figuring out how to experiment with this to where it'll work better. And so I'm currently figuring out what has been working with that. But I want to talk about something that has been bouncing around in my brain for a minute, because honestly, I feel like we don't talk about this enough, especially when it comes to especially when it comes to how we celebrate Easter, but then we don't really celebrate the reason for Easter a lot of years. Not that I necessarily think that it's necessarily completely bad, but I know that there's a lot that we get wrong. There's a lot that we get wrong with Easter and with other things. And so I feel that in 2025, we can do better at being able to celebrate the real reason for the season with Easter. Because honestly, when Jesus was crucified, when he gave up his spirit, there was a very significant thing that happened that day. And it's something that is so powerful, so powerfully just beyond anything. Actually, I'm gonna switch over to my recording canvas here for a second in order to do this, so that when the recording goes live, it'll be cleaner. But there's something so crucial about why Jesus did this. Why did Jesus have to die? It wasn't for the reasons we think. It wasn't because he wanted to. Jesus' death doesn't bring us to heaven. Jesus' death brings us to him. You see, the Bible talks a lot about how God cannot look or be in the presence of sin. And our nature as human beings, as flesh and blood, has been marred and cursed by the nature and the taint of sin. The dirt and the grime of sin itself is something that has been so heavily ingrained in who we are as human beings that we don't have the ability to really just be good people on our own power. You know, for years I was an addict, an alcoholic, and a drug user because I was lost and could not make the decision to quit. I knew that the decision existed, and I knew that the decision needed to be made, but I myself did not have the strength to put down the bottle or stop using whatever it was. And for years, I thought to myself, why can't I get better? Why can't I feel good enough to be able to just be a better... Why can't I get free? And the reason why, I think, is very simple, but also very complex. We weren't wired to sin, but we have become trained and conditioned to sin. I was a pot user for a number of years, for about three years. Yeah, it's legal now, but when I was doing it, it was still illegal, and it was also still very much even if it's legal, that doesn't mean it's right. That's the thing. We have okay, all right. Take adult-oriented materials, you know, adult movies and stuff like that. It's legal. It doesn't help us. It's legal, but it kills our soul on the inside. So, you know, while it might be okay in the world's eyes, to God, it's still hurting us, and so therefore he still wants us to get rid of it. And so that was the thing with me, was I was an alcoholic, and I was a casual drug user, and let's just say that. But the casual drug use would have eventually, if I'd have gotten further along, would have turned into habitual and dependent drug use to the point where I wouldn't have been able to stop. So when God finally got on my case and finally woke me up to be able to say, dude, you need to quit before you die, I said, all right. But the thing is, we don't quit sin even though we know we're going to die. We don't quit sin even though God has warned us time and time again. The wages of our sin is death, and not just physical death, but spiritual, everlasting separation from him, which is worse than any punishment the world can come up with, even death on a cross. Death on a cross was just the most extreme sacrifice that Jesus could use in order to get our attention and fulfill the prophecy that was foretold. So Jesus knows we are separated from him. He loves us even though we're separated from him, and actively antagonistic against him, actively working to undermine his authority in our lives. We sin actively because we know it feels good even if it's not good. And so Jesus is still saying, I love that person even if he's my enemy right now, and I want him to be part of my family. And so I know what to do in order to help them get free from their state of being in sinfulness, where they cannot make the decision to do anything right. Because that's the key. That is the true key to all of this. Easter isn't just a bunny. It's not just an egg. It's not just oh, well, he rose up from the grave. The thing is, yes, he did rise up from the grave, but why did he rise up from the grave? Why did he die in the first place? He died to take away our sins and to remove the restrictions that kept us separated from him. The veil was torn in two for a reason. The veil in the temple of Jerusalem at that time was a representative of the physical and spiritual separation of us from God. In fact, there wasn't just one curtain. There were actually 3 curtains in the temple to separate us from God. And the Holy of Holies, that curtain was feet high, feet wide, and at least 4 inches thick, according to historians. And it was heavy. I mean, it was so heavy that they had to use special brackets and special bars in order to hold that thing up, because it was meant to be basically just like iron doors to separate the Holy of Holies from the rest of the temple. When Jesus dies, this veil tears. Not widthwise. That would have been the easy bit. Just, tear off the bottom half. There you go. Easy enough to ground. Gravity takes care of the rest. No, it tears from top to bottom, straight in the middle. And not just the one that bars man from the Holy of Holies, but even the other 2, I believe, were also torn. The barrier between God and man was removed, and the ability for God and man to commune like Moses did in his day was restored, like Adam and Eve were able to do in their day, where they walked with God in the cool of the day in the middle of the garden. And we have that community again now. We have so much that we're able to do now because we're able to be closer to him. And that's the reason for Easter. That's the reason he came. That's the reason he died. And that's the reason he rose again. Because he went into the grave to take away death. Spiritual death. Now, we still die. But we don't die spiritually as long as we have Christ. And then he rose again to prove who he said he was. Because if he had just died, he would have just been a man. But since he rose again, he is the Christ. And that's the reason for Easter. Did I find a game to start playing? No, I did not. I'm working on it. I'm working on the whole finding a game to play for streams. I want to try, I want to test out playing a little bit of Wuthering Waves tonight. In fact, that's what I'm going to probably do right now, is just see how well the stream goes with that being running, because I know my rig is a little bit maybe a little bit underpowered. I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe see about getting a 2 PC setup if this doesn't go over too well. And I'm having trouble already. I'm not able to open the game. Let me go ahead and just exit out of Epic Games really quick. Go back into the Epic Games launcher. Close out of all the other programs I've got. And let's see. Always yes. Close out. And close out of Proton Drive. Close out of that. Close out of Muse Hub. Good Lord, I've got so many things then. Let's see. Qubit torrent is still running. Why? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that's not running anymore. All right. Exit out of Proton VPN. Exit. Good. I'm trying to make sure that I've got the best possible chance of being able to have things run passably. I do have quite a lot that's running, so I don't know if it all will even work. We shall see. All right, Epic Games Launcher. Try it again. Come on. Load. I might just not be able to game on this. I don't know what's going on. I have tried everything I can. And let's see, let's just try this. There we go. Try this. Right click and launch Wuthering Waves. Let's see if that works. It might. I don't like this. It seems like it's going to have issues. Plenty of issues. Ah, well, there we go. The launcher is up, so there's that. All right, well, we shall see if this works. Make tons of videos on it. Oh, nice. I might try that. I do have Persona 4. The only problem is I don't know if they're age restricted on Twitch, which I don't want to have to age restrict a game if I don't have to. You know, I know that a lot of these games are rated M for mature or whatever, and so I don't want to. I don't want to select a game I can't play and have everyone participate or everyone watch. Okay, so the game does not seem to want to launch, and I don't know exactly what's going on with that. So, dang it, I might not be able to play games with this setup. I don't know why. I was doing so well. Oh wait, here we go. Here's something. I've got a black screen where games trying to come up. All right, there we go. Kuro games. Let's come on. Give me the ability to alt enter. Come on. I just need one thing. I need one thing. Come on. No? Okay, well, I guess that's not going to cooperate then. Great. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I might have to try using OBS Studio again. I think one of the things is that Meld Studio, because Meld Studio is definitely using the majority of my CPU power. And I don't know how I can get that to go down at all. I mean, could I throttle it? Could I throttle the program? I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, so I'm really not able to do much with this. No, I don't want Honkai Star Rail. I've been playing Honkai Star Rail to try and catch up with the latest story quests, but I don't want to play that on stream. Too much crap with the voice actors and stuff and all that. Oh, come on. My entire system's just running at a standstill. I'm not even sure if it's even streaming very well. Is the stream at least working? I've got a Dahmer. What? Dahmer? No, I'm not Dahmer. Works good. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with that, honestly. I don't know at all. I've got an Intel Arc A770 GPU. So if that's the problem, then I don't have the money to order another GPU right now. I don't even have the money to be able to afford anything right now. We're trying to figure out how to make ends meet and just figure out where our next, what I stream about. I mainly do chat streams where we talk about life, the universe, and everything else. I've been trying to get into gaming, but with my rig as it is right now, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, and we talk about Christianity and Jesus and the Bible and stuff like that. All good stuff. It's all good. Come on, Wuthering Waves. Let's see if you'll start. I just want to see if you'll even stream well. I don't care if you die on me afterwards. I just want to make sure that you're going to actually work halfway decent. All right, so. Shut up, TikTok. I wanted to do something else, not that. I tried to open a thing and it went all the way to my For You page on TikTok. Good Lord. I didn't want that at all. Let me donate you 1,000 setup. I don't know about that. I don't know. Why not? I'll leave the link that. Let me just go ahead and copy the link from my business page, business PayPal account. Let me get this, and then I'll see if this streaming will actually work. If it will, great. If it won't, well, next time. Oh, come on. It's not even loading a browser? Web browser? Come on. I swear I still make singing videos every once in a while, you know. Not as often as I used to, but I've been trying to, aha, there we go. So the game's running, so that's a good thing. And let's see. Come on. Business tools. Come on. Give me my business page so I can link it on chat. Hey, good to see you tonight, man. Come on. I wonder if I can find it on here on the mobile app. Profile. Business profile. That's it. Share profile. There we go. There we go. Business PayPal page found. Here we go. Good. Close window. Well, even if he is sus, you know, PayPal will take care of it if it ends up being an issue. So there we go with that. All right. Well, let's Overlay 1. There we go. Ah. All right, well, let's see if this works at all. Now I'll go with her. Why not? Rover. Why not? Confirm. Oh, crap. Performance. Confirm. What in the heck? Oh, come on. I didn't even want this. Crap. Arcade monthly payment. What the hell? I'm going to end up poor as all heck. Come on. Let me pass this to the good part of the game. All right, well, I swear, there are too many different subscriptions that end up costing me money. And I end up poor as all get out, and I'm going to end up with nothing as my reward. Nothing at all. Come on. Is there not a skip button on this game? I thought there was. I don't care about playing, about going through the cutscenes. I just want to play the game to be able to see if it even works. Stupid proletariat crap. Anyway, guys, if you can donate to help me afford maybe a better gaming rig, I'd appreciate it. I would. But you don't have to. Oh, come on. Now you're not working. Everything's starting to glitch out. Skip. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's still too high of graphics. Let's see. Special effects quality low. VSync on, but only because. Motion blur off. Oh wait, no. Performance, ultra performance. There we go. Anti-aliasing on. Bloom off. Crown density low. No. Okay, so we get all of that. Good. Okay. What's our FPS? Do I have? No, I don't know how to turn on Riva Tuner. All right. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. No, I'm not. No, it's not, man. What the heck? There we go. Oh, lovely. It's only 30 FPS, really? I'm not angry at you for being nice. I'm not. I'm angry at the, if anything, I'm more just frustrated with the PC for being what it is. Piece of crap. Okay. Oh, your local currency isn't worth much. I'm sorry. It could be worse. I appreciate anything, honestly. It came 1,000 Bolivia came out to 1 cent US. I'm sorry. That's just hilarious to me. It is. It's funny. We're all poor. Venezuelan bolivars. Bolivars to USD. Okay. Let's see. 1,000. Oh, really? 1,000 Venezuelan bolivars would have been 12.20. With how much you sent? Let's see. 0.01. Well, if you don't let me know, I would have said don't worry about it if all you had was 82.82 bolivars or whatever. I don't mind you having money troubles. I really don't. I wish you'd let me know, though. I would have told you to save your money. Aha, resonance liberation. Oh, crap. Come on. There we go. It's okay, man. I get it. Our currency is going to be trashed too eventually, man. So does the stream look all right, or is it choppy? I only ask because honestly, my computer's performance is getting to be trash. Although maybe it's just that my CPU is maxed out anyway. I mean, I really don't get it. Not bad. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this because it's honestly really killing my system to even run this. So I'll just go ahead and go back to the chatting. I'm not angry at you for being nice, and I'm sure he wasn't mad at you either. Anyway, guys, I appreciate anyone that does donate, even if it is a 1 cent. I know how it is. I know how it is. It's good to see you and good to be here. It is. So, what is everyone up to today? Y'all good? It's good to be here. I'm glad I'm here. You think it crashed, but you're back? Oh, I'm sorry. Dang it. See, told you that gaming wouldn't make it work. Well, what can I do? Let's see. Well, download OBS and go back to that. I don't like it. I really don't like it. It sucks. I could always use it as like a I don't know. I've already got OBS stereo up. Well, that's fun. I don't know why You thought I ended the stream? I'm sorry. I tried gaming and it didn't work. So it ended up being just... Please support me by donating. I appreciate it if you do. I'm trying to do my best, but evidently my rig is not up to the task. And so if I could, if I had the money, I'd buy better parts. Went on a 3-mile jog. Good job, good job. So I don't even know if I'll be able to do the VTuber thing with this. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to figure this crap out. Okay, what exactly is driving up my... Okay, so Meld Studio itself is using 48% of my... No, 50% of my CPU's power. Browser shell. I wonder if I end that task, what would happen? Nothing. But the CPU usage went down to 75. Oh, for a second. For a second. I do wonder what crashed or what quit though. It'd be interesting to find out. If nothing crashed and nothing quit, then okay, so there's overlay 1, and that actually drops down the CPU usage to 45%. But then I go up to talking, and we get 55, 56% used just by Meld Studio. Weird. I don't get it. I don't get why all these things are being used by one program. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm going to have to really figure out what the heck's going on with my software, because this is ridiculous. If I can't even run a stream without having issues, I'm never going to be able to do much of anything. What I'm probably going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to put the canvas resolution back down at 1080p, because I do have it up at 4K, but I really don't think I'm going to use 4K. I mean, 4K is harder to encode. It's harder to upload. It's harder to transcode to streams. It's just altogether bad. I don't know why I use it. I really don't. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is I like having... Oh, there we go. That's what broke. All the overlays broke. Great. So all the overlays are broken. Chat overlay, live count, talking, everything. It's just done. Fun. Just what I need. Alrighty then. So I guess I don't get to use that. Cancel. I don't need to exit out of that. I'm going to have to really optimize things then. That's just going to be part of the issue. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about now. I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Try and figure out what to do to fix my streaming stuff to where hopefully it'll work better. Maybe see what I can sell in order to get a better CPU. Thing is, I've got a 6-core. Okay, here's the thing. Here's my rig, all right? Let's see. I don't have hardware info installed. Well, that's not good. All right. Download hardware info. And then I'll show you what I got. Free download, local. There we go. Install it. There we go. Okay. Next. Accept. Next. Launch hardware info 64. Start. Close. Okay, so overlay 1. Okay, so this is what I got. All right, I've got a Ryzen 5 3600 CPU, which has got 6 cores, 12 threads, right? You'd think that'd be enough. And then on top of that, I've got 32 gigs of DDR4 memory, clocked at 1333 megahertz. Well, that was supposed to be 3200. What? Oh, come on. 1333 megahertz. What in the heck? I swear it's faster than that. I swear it's faster than that. Device manager. That'll work. Device manager. Okay. Memory. Oh, come on. It doesn't have memory in here? No, of course not. All right, well. All right, well, 1333 megahertz, even though it said on the thing that it's 3200 megahertz. That was a dang lie. And then DDR4 RAM, NetAC technology. But that's not what I've got in there. I don't have that RAM. I bought a 2-stick kit of 3200 megahertz DDR4 RAM. I did. NetAC DDR4 32 gigabyte 3200 megahertz C16 UDIN. And yet, it says here it's 1333 megahertz. I might have to go in and overvolt, see if I can get it to work. That'll be fun. Figure out how not to break your system while trying to overclock it to where it needs to be. Ah, great. And then the GPU is the ASRock ARC A770 with the latest drivers and everything else, but it just doesn't want to work. Yeah, see? 1600 megahertz, but it's DDR4 3200, huh? How is that supposed to work where it doesn't run at the, I don't get it. I don't. Well, the motherboard I'm selling finally got paid for, so that's at least a good thing. Going to be able to get the money from that and then maybe buy some parts. That is if I don't have any extra issues. I don't know. I'm going to end up getting to the point where I'm poor as hell. Yeah, well. I can't. My brother's really good with computers. He might be able to help you out. I'd appreciate it. You guys can reach out to me at any of my social links. Let me go ahead and pull up my link in bio thingy. Let's see, link in bio. What is it? Laundering 171. I think that's it. Ah, dang it, not. I swear, when I try and type things, I type them wrong all the time. I think my fingers have just decided not to want to work anymore, is what it is. Anyway, there's all my socials and stuff. You got my TikTok, my YouTube, my Instagram threads, my X account, my coffee link, my blog, and then a couple of affiliate link things that I need to change. I'm going to have to do that soon. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here and for just being supportive of me. I appreciate you and I love you. I'll see you soon. I'm going to go ahead and hop off and then figure out what I can do to fix things to where I'm not having my computer want to melt itself down every 5 seconds. Probably just going to have to see about getting a better cooler. I've got the stock cooler for the CPU and that doesn't seem to be helping at all. All right, guys, you take care. I'll see you again soon. All right, the overlays aren't working. Sorry. Just going to have to go offline then. No countdown and no stream ending overlay for right now. Got to figure out how to fix it first.